Howdy, Ags. Welcome to another episode of Texas Aggies United on TexAgs, sponsored by the 12th Man Foundation. Start your tradition of support and make an impact on Aggie student athletes by joining the 12th Man Foundation. My name is Allie Russell, sitting down with team captain and no other than Trey Zuhn himself. So excited for you to join us today.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Before we get into some of the exciting talk about things, let's just start with your winter break. How nice it was to be able to go home to Colorado, like you said, be with the family. What all did you get to do?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got to spend time with the family. Some of my old buddies from back in high school were back in town, so I got to see them. Went up to Blackhawk. There's a casino there, even though I probably didn't need to go back to a casino after Vegas, but that was still a good time. But yeah, that's about it. Just relaxed. Got some workouts in at altitude, which is always nice coming back here. But yeah.
And some exciting news. You've announced that you will be returning
for
your senior season. He's back.
Yep.
What does it mean for you to be coming back for your fourth year?
Right, yeah, it means a lot because a lot went into this decision, meeting with my family and coaches, and I just realized that this was the best decision for me and for A&M and for the coaches. So.
And how did, this past season, it was your first season experiencing the Elko era, all the coaches that he brought in. There was such a newness to the team this past year.
Right.
But what about it impacted you so much that really did also play into that decision?
Right, yeah, I love Elko and everything he stands for, and it was amazing this past year. But now this next year, we're not going to be learning his whole new program. We're going to be already 1 year in it. So we're just going to be able to take strides every day and grow so much more as a football team, not just trying to get discipline and accountability handled.
Yeah, the foundation is there, 100%. Now you guys just get to build upon it. But you've been working out now for these past 2 weeks, and so many new guys, so many transfers. What has it been like within those workouts these past couple weeks?
Right, yeah, these past couple weeks have been really good, honestly. Some of the new guys, they're still trying to learn the kind of our process and how we do things around here. So older guys that have been around have really stepped up to kind of make sure they transition well. But other than that, like the new guys, either the new freshmen or new transfers have really picked it up and been rolling. So it's exciting.
You and Torian have such an important role in that, obviously being the captains. How have you seen yourself step up in a leadership role, especially with so many guys coming in?
Right, yeah, just with so many new faces. And I'm honestly really pretty bad with remembering faces and names with people I don't really know well. So I've been, struggling, not struggling, but having to put in extra work in the locker room, making sure I know the new guys and am that role model for them and kind of picking them up and showing them how we do things around here.
Yeah, and I remember you talking about yourself and saying that you are more of that silent leader, lead by action kind of thing. Torian may have more of that vocal leadership, but you have a lot of that just lead by example and lead in action. So I'm sure that you are doing that each and every day. And I bet that they've already picked up on it. But, you worked last spring with Tommy Moffitt for the first time. So obviously this spring is no newness, okay?
Right.
It's established in that same foundation. So how has it been being back working with him day in, day out?
Yeah, it's been so detailed every single day, down to the yardage, down to the weight, how fast we move it. Because they build these profiles on every single player now, so everyone who's returning has their own specific workout program that's tailored to them. So, yeah, it's been great.
That's really cool. Do you feel like you notice a difference, it being your second spring with him?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
That's really cool that they tailor things to you guys.
Right.
What has a typical workout looked like?
Yeah, we kind of have 2 different days. So the one day will be sprint work, agility, that kind of stuff, and then we'll go into an explosive lift, like power cleans and that kind of stuff. And on the other day, we'll do more of a strength day and then follow that with kind of conditioning, that kind of stuff.
Oh, the funnel conditioning. Yeah.
My favorite part. Yeah.
I would say that never gets old, but, I may be telling a fib.
Right.
When you look back on this past season and what the team did and was able to do, it's so important to reflect and take some key aspects that, 1, were really great and 2, need to be worked upon. So as you look into this off season, what do you think are some of those key focuses that really need to be put into work?
I would say the most important thing is just finishing. Finishing the fourth quarter, and we've emphasized that, and we're going to emphasize that, is just, it doesn't matter how you start, but you got to finish right too. And I think we started the season really well, and we started a lot of games really well, but we just weren't able to finish in the fourth quarter, and that cost us some games and cost us the season that we wanted. So
Yeah. And I mean, for the offensive group specifically, there is going to be so much newness. I've used the word newness because I feel like that's been so much of Aggie football
right,
from a year ago to now. But it's going to look different with so many of the guys that either left, they transferred. I mean, now you have freshmen coming in, transfers coming in.
right.
How important is it going to be for you guys to use this spring to really just learn what your dynamic is going to be as an offense?
Right, yeah. For an offensive line, I'll start with, I think we have some pretty good consistency with having the same guys come back, so we're going to be kind of the rock of the offensive line, or of the offense in total. So I think we're going to have to really step up and set the standard. And for the new guys, they're just going to have to jump in and learn the playbook, and older guys will help. People who've been around will help, but they're going to have to really step up because we need playmakers and people to step up and do what they need to do on offense.
Yeah, but you are so right that even having an established group can make such a difference.
Right.
And how excited are you to have so many returners in the O-line and be able to have that familiarity with each other?
Right. It's the best thing because that's the most important thing on the O-line is having consistency and having time just played with each other. So yeah, having all these guys back, a couple of them are dealing with dings or bruises from the season, but
that's life.
That's just how it is, right?
Yeah.
So they're working out with us, and it's great. Yeah, just building stronger connections, getting closer together, and it's gonna show on game day. So I'm excited.
Yeah. And you personally, as you look at what you were able to do your junior campaign, what are things that you want to focus on moving into off season?
Just being more dominant. I feel like a lot of the time I got stuck with just doing my job and just kind of trying to make sure the guys around me are doing our job, but we need to be explosive and dominant and just destroy people.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to work at, and that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, and you finished this past season on the All-SEC third team. Obviously an accomplishment that you should be proud of. And after earning that, was there anything new that you established for yourself as a goal?
Well, I don't know if I think I've said in here that accolades breed complacency. I don't know if, So
love that.
I don't really, it's a cool accomplishment, but that's not really what I'm
focused on
right now, what I'm about. So my goal is to do everything I can to take this team where it wants to go next season.
Yeah, it's like one of those things that when you just put in the work and you do what you're supposed to do and excel in it, then those things just come.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not like the main focus. But I know that it's only been a couple weeks since you've been really a part of this team and all the people that have come to join it. And you guys really haven't even been doing a whole bunch of work outside of the workouts to know like the true talent levels that people have brought in. But from what you've been able to gather, what do you think this group of guys will be able to accomplish moving into next season?
I think the sky's our limit, and I think we're just going to focus on being dominant and finishing the fourth quarter, finishing the season how we want to, and then, the sky's the limit for next season.
Yeah. You know how every year I feel like there's kind of like a little slogan?
Right.
Is that like, is fourth quarter going to be the slogan again?
Probably. I don't want to put anything out there yet, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, we don't want to drop any. We don't know.
Right. We don't know for sure.
We don't know for sure. Maybe
chance.
We're manifesting right here.
Right.
Okay. And for you, Trey, I've been asking the guys who've come in after this past season this same question. But when you look back at your junior year, what are some of your favorite memories that you have?
Definitely the LSU game.
Everyone has said
that. It doesn't surprise me.
It's a given.
That's a given right there. I would want to say the Texas game, but it didn't go how we wanted. So that kind of went into my decision to come back. It left a bad taste in my mouth having that be my last game in Kyle. So
that revenge.
Yeah,
revenge mentality.
We'll get our revenge back this year.
Yeah.
So
I mean, still though, aside from the result, still a cool game to have been a part of, being that it was
all the history.
Yeah, all the history and the first in a very long time.
I know.
But I love that you have that revenge mentality. I think every single one of the guys, even if they weren't here, need to buy into that.
Oh, they will. Yeah.
So excited for what this spring is going to look like for you guys, all the work that y'all put in, and even more excited for what you guys are going to do come next fall. But can't wait. Enjoy your your spring, and I hope you had fun being at home with your
Will do. Definitely did.
Yeah, good. And thank you for coming in, Trey. Always appreciate it. And thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Texas Aggies United on TexAgs, sponsored by the 12th Man Foundation. We will see you on the next one.